Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is Muskan from Datamatics. Thank you for joining our session on Unleash the Power of Generative AI with IDP, automating Arabic document extraction and summarization for data insights. Before we officially begin, let's cover a few housekeeping announcements. If you've got questions or thoughts, please share them in the dedicated tab. We are all ears. Just a heads up, we've muted all lines for now. To keep things interactive, we'll be launching two poll questions for you to share your insights, and also stay tuned for a feedback survey post this session. Without further ado, I would like to introduce our speakers for today. To begin with, we have Blessy Verghese, AVP Intelligent Automation at Datamatics. Blessy focuses primarily on intelligent automation solutions, and having worked with leading vendors such as Kofax for over 20 years, she has a wealth of experience in positioning automation tools like RPA, IDP, AIML to address the specific pain points for customers. Next up, we have with us Zahid Mansouri, who has 18 plus years of experience in pre-sales, solution architecture, and project management. He has driven through process improvements and technical solutions for clients across banking, healthcare, and logistics sectors, managing teams and handling RPA, IDP, and AI projects. Thank you so much for joining us today, Blessy and Zahid. The floor is now yours to continue the conversation.
Thank you, Muskan. Welcome, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon to who are joining us from different parts of the globe. I would like to start my presentation. So in this webinar, we are going to focus on the agenda. We would be talking about IDP, which is Intelligent Document Processing, the benefits that along with it. However, we would also touch upon some of the challenges that we do have as with traditional IDP platforms. And then we're actually going to unleash the generative AI part, both IDP and RPA technologies, which is now embedded into the product portfolio of Datamatics. We would focus a lot of today's time on actual demonstrations to actually show you how we have reached generative AI.
Sorry to interrupt, but your voice is breaking a bit. Maybe if you want to switch off your video or do some network checks.
Okay. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I'll just to continue. So the demonstrations, we would be focusing a lot more. Just let me just quick go through the again. We will talk more on how we are managing our generative AI, IDP, and RPA in form of demos. And then we would, although we would love to have a very active sessions, we have kept the last of this webinar for question and answers, and keen to hear from you on how we can help in this of GenAI in IDP. So if you look at an IDP solution, I'm not sure how many of the who are participating in the session developed an IDP platform. But an IDP platform is or a document processing, intelligent document processing solution, a template-free solution, which means that irrespective of the types of documents, the platform can understand the different types of documents. It can read documents with very high levels of accuracy. So that is what an IDP solution does. It is a very scalable platform. It is, you can start with just a small volume. So say, for example, you are saying I'm processing 1,000 or 2,000 voices a month. You can even just start intelligent automation, just a small volume. It's a very easy to use interface, which means you don't need programmers and developers to basically, set up this platform. It can go live in weeks. And we have AI at the core. Now, remember, I'm talking about a good IDP solution. However, even if you have a very good IDP solution, there are still some challenges, right? So sometimes when you're setting up so it's a document processing platform like to like any of the IDP platforms, you will need a lot of training data to set up the system. So that can be sometimes a little difficult to obtain from customers because training data, like there are 2,000 vendors, you at least, a good amount of training data to set up the system. Now, what unstructured documents? What are unstructured documents? Unstructured documents are those documents that could be like a letter, could be very, very varied format, which does not have any structure at all, like a complaint letter or a salary statement, because it all depends on different. There is a lack of post-processing capability. So, for example, if I have extracted data from an invoice, now I need to convert that data into another language, or I have extracted data from an Arabic document and I need to convert to English text. Now, those things are not there in a traditional IDP solution. You can do that with generative AI. And normally, the accuracy levels are on an average side. Now, here we unleash the generative AI, right? So, generative AI, I'm sure many of this audience would have been seen in the news of how much it leaping forward. Datamatics prides itself in actually having the GenAI in both our solution as well as our RPA solution. And I'll quickly through what it does, and we'll actually see the demonstration in time. Intelligent text summarization is basically when you can when you are able to when the system read the data and summarize it, comprehend it, and give a more concise information about an entire piece of text. For example, it can be 7 pages of a report. Want a summary in 30 minutes. Document synthesis and generation is where you can reports, summaries, and different other kind of formats by actually synthesizing that document. Natural language querying. Now, natural language querying is a very hot topic in generative AI. Just like when you use GPT, you can see that when you use GPT, you can ask any question and it will give you an answer. Same way, the GenAI or TrueCap Plus, which is our G, can actually read through their entire 100 document and tell you that in terms of this document is say 60 days or 30 days, or you can even ask, what is the risk in approving this application, and it will break from that 50-page or 100 document some information that is crucial for your decision. All kind of anomaly detection also is our platform where it can do a lot of pattern recognition and identify the anomalies based on parameters we define. In the RPA space, we can also help in automating this, creating automation scripts where the RPA will automatically. So there is no manual or development that is required. The RPA also allows you, or the GenAI in RPA will allow adaptive process automation, which means it has the intelligence to look at a series of tasks and adapt the processes based on looking at that tasks. Needless to say, it allows intelligent decision making. Because this is an AI model, the system is learning. The more information it is fed, the more it learns. So Gen AI overall transforms the entire process and automates it. And we'll show you some examples in this line. When we're talking about our platform, this is the Datamatics platform where TrueBot is the RP tool. TrueCap Plus is our IDP tool, and TrueBI is our report and dashboard tool. They're all powered by an AI now, and you will see the huge difference in our demos. what is the capability of it, what it can. And I would also like to add that Datamatics have our own True AI, which is a classic AI engine, which was traditionally part of our platform and is also now, but added another layer of GenAI, which makes this intelligent automation powerful and end-to-end powerful GenAI platform. Now, just to give you a few more pointers on what you're going to see or what are the capabilities, right? So earlier, it would take, say, weeks to implement some solutions like this. Now we can go live in days. I think that is a uh, very strong capability that today we have. We can enjoy very high levels of accuracy, starting from 70% all the way to 95, 98%. We leverage a lot of public LLMs, so we don't have to recreate content. It is already available, and hence the accuracy increases, the development time reduces, and there is much more lower effort in training AI models. We can, as I said before, we can process unstructured documents, uh, very poor quality handwriting, or very poor quality documents. We can read and extract. There are documents which has got a stamp, which is, where the information is written crooked, where the quality is very bad. We can still extract the data. And above all, it has got a very user-friendly interface where a very simple user can just click and capture. And we'll also show you in a while. Natural language query, already talked about it. You can ask anything to this, will give you an answer way in natural language. I would like to show you some examples about what I'm talking about. So if you look at this document, is a credit rating document where I am actually, extracting the data from all the from this document, and I can literally ask any queries on that document. This is an ECG report. You can see that this ECG report, a normal human being who is not, who cannot understand, not in the medical line, will not be able to. Whereas our platform will be able to give you an answer on what the answer summary of what the report is. So use tools like TrueCut Plus with AI to assist healthcare professionals or finance professionals in comprehending and analyzing data. This is an ID card, very straightforward. I would call it a standard document. However, multiple ID cards, multiple obviously passports, we can still extract the data without any template creation. So in this example, this issue date is HD, and here converted it into Grigor. So we can run and post process data and data that you want to see. This is the standard invoice, which has got a QR code. So we can even read data, QR code, barcode, and pop that information for more concise and for much more accurate data. Moving on, what we have actually seen is that we have leveraged all of these to extract that kind of information. So the first step that we do, this with Copilot, is that we auto classify data. So I can get a mailbox of 25 document types. The system will automatically understand that this is a purchase order, an invoice, or this is a complaint, and it will auto classify documents and route it to the relevant. We can auto create ontology, which means depending on the type of document, we can automatically extract the information that is required based on the business rules that defined by yourself. Right?
Leslie, sorry to interrupt you. I think there's a network issue at your end. So maybe, I would like to take this, and maybe you pitch in as and when required.
Sure.
Okay, no problem. So thanks, Desi, for taking ahead, and I'll take this ahead from there. Maybe Muskan, if you can share your screen, please.
Sure.
So in our IDP, which is TrueCap Plus, we have implemented a Copilot with implementing with the Azure OpenAI. So what it essentially does is it does the auto classification of documents. Just an example would be, if we have multiple sets of document and we would like to auto classify those documents, this can be done using the TrueCap Copilot. In terms of the ontology, so ontology is something where we can define rules, business validations, and database extraction, along with the OCR extraction, which can be done from the documents. So basically, this will help us out, while ingesting the document directly into TrueCap Plus, with enablement of the Gen AI, we can create the ontology onto the fly. So basically, while Jesse was referring to our initial slides, that it used to take a few weeks. Now we can go live within few days. So that's the power of Gen AI, which we bring in within the TrueCap Plus platform. Along with that, we can provide the smart selections of the context space from the documents what we have ingested, where it can auto fetch the applicable fields which are configured within TrueCap Plus, which are relevant to those specific documents. Like I did mention, we can create the auto rules within the TrueCap Plus with the GenAI. So basically, all but the predefined rules will be enabled for the document types what we are ingesting. From the multilingual support side, enable with the Gen AI with TrueCap Plus, we can auto extract information from the Arabic documents, another set of languages. We can transform that or translate that into the specific output format which we require from the extraction perspective. Again, we can leverage the other LLMs which are available in market with public LLMs and other LLMs as well. And right now, the market is moving to the to the small models, SSM models as well, which we will cater this journey from the futuristic perspective. Muskan, if we go next, please. Muskan, next slide. So this is about the magic of generative AI in the bot development. With the TrueBot which we have within our platform, enable with the Gen AI, we bring in the reduced cost of building and maintaining the bots. So basically, what you're trying to convey over here is when you specifically create the bots, we have the Gen AI enablement with the Copilot, where you can create the bots onto the fly with the specific cases which we have enabled within the product. We can annotate basis the workflow which is there post creation of the bots. Again, after creating the bot, if we have to maintain the bots, we have to make any changes, we can do that as well using the GenAI capabilities what we have enabled within the product. While creating the entire automation workflow, the TrueBot with the GenAI enables and uses the relevant components which are there within the TrueBot product itself, so that all the entire automation piece are in place, and we can use that as and when required, which has been coming from the Gen AI perspective. Again, we can leverage the public LLMs which are available. From the other point perspective is while creating the bots using a Gen AI, We also have the help component which are there. Again, this is enabled with the Gen AI, where you can ask your questions on the natural language perspective. You can get the steps over there relevant to the applicable questions what you have asked for it, and basically you can use those specific steps um, where you can use that. Again, we have domain specific LLMs which can enable for creating the bots. Next slide. Muskan. This is about the application with the GenAI. Uh, Blessy, you want to take this?
Yeah, sure. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Yeah, I apologize for the network issue. So how we want to basically tie all of this together. We talked a little bit about the technology. Now how this technology can be applied in various processes. Now Datamatics has a 45 years of experience, selling various kinds of end-to-end solutions, and we have brought these technologies in place so that we can automate this process. So if you look at finance, procurement, healthcare, HR, all of these processes we can automate along with the intelligent automation platform we just talked about. And there is no process that which does not require automation. Before we embark on any such kind of journeys, we obviously do a requirement analysis workshop with you to understand how much of automation is possible. But these are just some examples from the industry specific. Next slide, please. Going on to specifically finance, I'm not sure how much of the team, of how many registrations are here from the finance side, but if you look at finance, which is usually the top cases for automation, we can do end-to-end automation on procure to pay, order to cash, record to report, and FP&A. So each of them have got subcategories. So within vendor portal, there are subcategories. Within cash application, there are subcategories, and we can process all of these solutions end to end. And we have done it for major of all of our clients in the manufacturing, healthcare, including retail, hospitality, and all of these finance processes. So without further much ado, I think let us move on to the demonstration. Yes, Muskan, you can go to the next slide. I think that's, yeah. I would like to just also mention here that, if you'd like to book a meeting to see the live demos, you can click on to that code that you see here. We will be showing you some demos now, but we have got specific demonstrations for specific processes and industries, and you can just scan this and you can book a meeting with our team. However, we'll start some of them now, and Zahid, yeah, you can take over.
Sure. Thanks, Blessy. So we will be sharing a screen. Maybe Parimal, if you can share your screen, please. So right now we will demonstrate you about the TrueCap Plus product, which is enabled with Gen AI. So just to start with, from the extraction perspective, we will be showing you the extraction from the Emirates card. So basically, this is specific the Emirates card which we have used right now. And if you see on the right hand side of the image, where we have content which are in the multilingual perspective. So specifically, if you see the content, which are there in the Arabic and other things, and on the left hand side, we have created the ontology with the GenAI, so that we have initiated the extraction. Specifically, if you come on the dates, if you see the expiry date, which it has been mentioned on the right hand side of the image, it is specifically on the lunar calendar format. And right now, what we have done is we have extracted this specific dates, and we have transformed this into the Gregorian format. Along with that, we have also translated the text into a specific English format. So we wanted to show you specifically, the power of Gen AI, where we are able to successfully extract information from the Arabic document with highly accurate results. Along with that, we are doing a data transformation, or the dates transformation to be very precise, where the dates are getting transformed to the specific output format which we are looking at, and then we are translating it to the English content. So this is specific about the Emirates card. And now we'll show you the Arabic checks, for which we have extracted. So yeah, so in this check, if you see, there are the few things which I would like to highlight. Is first is it is a handwritten document. It is there in the Arabic, and if you see the numbers, 4,000 plus, we have hash sign over there as well. So what we have done is we are successfully able to extract a handwritten document with a highly precise results which is there in front of you. Along with that, we have also done the data cleansing exercise while extracting from the document. So if you see the amount in number hash 4,000, the hash we have cleaned, and the other set of relevant information we have extracted from the set of documents. Along with that, if you see on this specific check image itself, the field what we have extracted is shown in the bigger specific image format with the average confidence score within the platform what we have set. So this is about the Arabic check. Now we will go to the RFP document, which is again, it is one of the initial set of document which we have received within from we have used for this demonstration perspective. And what we have done, we have specifically written the natural language query onto it from the prompt perspective. So we have written to summarize this document, which is then the Arabic language, and specifically we are converting this. After summarizing, the information is available in the Arabic and the English content as well. So basically,
So if I may just interrupt
that,
here.
if you see the information, yeah. Sorry, Plessy, you want to say something?
Yes, I wanted to just interrupt here since we are not native Arabic speakers. If we have somebody on this call who is maybe a native Arabic speaker and who can, probably read this answer part and see if that Arabic text has been correctly extracted. It would be nice just for the, kind of an interaction sake, if anybody is willing to just read this Arabic content and whether it has been extracted correctly. Okay, I think, or probably we'll take it at the end of the call, maybe. Anybody on?
Sure. Yes. Hi, Blessy.
Yes,
can you
hi,
hear me?
Salah. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Can you open the document again? I see it perfectly translated, but let me just read the document again.
Sure. Thank you for volunteering. You may read it in Arabic also, so that we can just kind of see. Yeah.
Can you open the bot, the AI? Yeah, transcription. Let me read it here. So تم الرد على استفسارات الشركات المتقدمة الممارسة بشأن تصميم وتوريد وصيانة مشروع التراسل الإلكتروني وميكنة العمليات وحوز مستندات الاجتماع التمهيدي لنزاهة الهيئة العامة لمكافحة الفساد في الكويت. Yes, that's perfect Arabic.
Okay, great, thanks. And could you maybe, sorry, I know could we look at the Arabic handwritten check also quickly?
Yes, sure.
So mainly, yeah, I think it is a big challenge. Yeah.
So this is 4,000 dirham, which is 4,000 dirham. That's correct. But may I ask, like in handwriting, it says 4,000 dirham la ghayr. So there is this only word in Arabic, which is la ghayr. This is not picked up, or is it on purpose removed because they know this is not part of the number value?
Well, the answer is both. We can remove once the system can know that only in word should be omitted, but that only word is not there. Is what
this is omitted. This is omitted with a purpose.
Okay.
So we just wanted the amount figure in words, and we did not wanted any other description along with that.
So yes, this is correct. The
Okay.
number is correct and the writing is correct, which is
Perfect.
usually a
And
big challenge for for Arabic, because it's not an image type processing. It's not a font type processing. It's more an image type processing.
yes, exactly. I think you have one more. Sorry, Salam, we'll request you for one another. Just
Of course.
This is an invoice. So here also it's got English and Arabic text, which we have used. We have requested permission from one of our clients, and we have extracted this data. So this is Khan Trading, and yeah, if this information, could you just reconfirm?
Yes, تفاصيل عن أي منتجات أو خدمات ذات صلة بها. So yes, perfectly transcribed. And the amounts, 1,500, like 16, quantity 1,500, and the total 24,000. Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Just one more line description as an example.
Yeah. تفاصيل عن أي منتجات أو خدمات ذات صلة بها كمان perfect. Same, actually, it's the same. 1,300 quantity and rate 14, and the total is 18,200. That's correct.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you for your support, Salam. We will continue with the...
Interesting. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll continue with the webinar. Yes, Zahid, you can proceed with the other documents.
Sure. So we will right now demonstrate the ECG document, on the example what we have shown. So on the backend side, if you see, there's an image of the ECG, and right now what we have done is we are providing a natural language query within the TrueCap Plus platform, which essentially would mean, if you see the content which is there, so we are trying to evaluate the ECG findings for the cardiovascular specification which has come in from the ECG perspective, and we are formulating the underwriting decision on this specific case. So if you see the entire information which is there, from the axis measurement perspective, with PQRS and the T waves which are there within the ECG document. Along with that, what we are providing is the specification and the consideration, so that the underwriter can take the appropriate decision basis the outcome what we are providing from the ECG set of documents, which we're showing it to you right now. And the other piece, is we can read the information from the waves readings which are there within this document. Along with that, we have also read the specification which has been given from the ECG set of document. So yeah. So Blessy, these were the examples which we intend to show today in this session. Over to you.
Yeah, we would like to show also the KYC demo if it is available. We would like to show, and that kind of shows you like a process of how the data is getting extracted and how it is understanding different document types. Zahid, do we have that to show now, or should we just take on some questions? Maybe we can open the floor.
We'll take on some questions, Blessy, in case if there are any questions. Show it post.
Because we showed a lot of stuff. I'm sure many participants would like to have some questions answered.
Yes, I will just read out the questions which have been posted on the chat box. Just a minute. Okay, the first question being, what is the accuracy percentage you can derive for handwritten or printed documents?
Yeah, so that's a good question, because as we have reiterated a couple of times, that with using the generative AI, we are able to extract information at one go itself, starting with 70%, and it goes all the way to even 98%. It really depends on the quality of the documents. When we are showing you like check extraction, like what we showed now, the quality of the document is very poor. But we use a lot of pre-processing algorithms to clean up the image, extract the data, and basically transform that information to make it for more actionable insights. And The accuracy grows over a period of time, but some of the documents at first shot itself, we get about 95 to 98%. So for handwritten, we would normally say 60 to 70% upwards. And for printed text, we would get about starting with 90 to 98.
Okay. The next question is, after extraction of signatures, can you do signature verification?
Yes. So we have a signature verification tool that can, once we have extracted the signature, we can verify that signature against a reference database. So if today you have a signature platform, a signature manual signature system, we can use that database and verify the signature against the document and bring out a scoring.
Okay. The next question is from Venkat. I am keen to understand the accuracy level of handwritten English documents.
So you have seen the most complex one right now. So we can easily extract data from English handwritten. It of course depends on the level of handwriting or how good or bad the handwriting is. Normally block print, which is separated letters, we can even get up to 85-90%. But if it is running handwriting, we can still read the information, but we will put a human in the loop kind of a verification station to verify that information. But as I said, handwriting, normally we would start with 60 to 70%, and it will increase over a period of time, because as it's an AI model, it learns. Same like I would see a handwriting today, tomorrow, day after, the same handwriting, then I'll know that an S is always written like this by this individual, and it will understand and learn the handwriting. I hope I answered that question.
Yes, yes. Thank you. The next question is from Nikhil. How about if we want to push the extracted information in the front face of any legacy application for further processing where no API is available?
Yes, perfect. That's a good question. So we when APIs are not available, we do surface level automation through RPA. So since our RPA is GenAI enabled, we can log into literally any green screen legacy application where there are no APIs, and just as how you would log in to enter the data, we use the RPA bot to log in and enter all the information. This is what we do day in and day out with all our customers. And we have seen that normally IDP solutions like ours will always require the RPA platform, RPA product to integrate into different applications, whether with API or without API. And the answer is that yes, it can be done.
All right. The next question is from Venkat. He wants to know the contact person regarding partnership and alliance. That's something which he's dropped.
Yeah, that is so. We showed a code. Maybe Muskan, you can open up that code.
Yeah.
If you can just code there, we can have a meeting. We can organize a meeting with you immediately for partnership.
Yeah, and Venkat, I will drop the contact person's details in the chat box privately to you. The next question is from Vishal. Can the signature tool work independently?
Yes, it can work independently. Although we have seen that we the end to end, we focus on end to end automation. If by only letting the signature verification happen, how do you get the signature? So we need to get a signature to verify against a database. So my question to Vishal is, do you already have a set of signatures already available to you? And then how do you, maybe we can discuss that offline. I would like to know your requirement. It can, but it wouldn't make business sense to do only signature verification. What about getting that signature? So maybe we can take it, I don't know, offline. I need to understand the process.
Okay, the next question is from Ashwin. How about extracting data from complex tables from invoice documents, such as those without headers, with multiple tables, or with more than one table within a single table?
We have done it and been through that. So yes, we can read complex tables. We are in fact in the middle of a project where we're doing that, reading data from very complex documents, tables and tables within a table, extracting the data and populating it into a specific format in an Excel. So we are doing one project like that, and that is also doable.
Yeah,
So
in
I
fact,
would
just to
suggest,
add,
yeah.
sorry, Blessing, to cut you down. In fact, just to add on to it, we have also done the extraction from the engineering sets of drawing. So specifically, the drawings has the diagram and the corresponding information from the manufacturing perspective for each and every part. And the tables are quite huge. So basically, how it specifically comes is, you have tables which are inverse. Table headers are there at the bottom, and the other set of information is just about the table headers on the inverse perspective. Again, there are content which are table within table, and within TrueCap we have the functionality and the feasibility to extract complex table which are adjacent, which are embedded table within table, and other set of tables is also possible. Yeah.
Thanks, Zahid and Bessie. The last question we have is Vishal has just reiterated his question. He's saying he wants the signature tool to be integrated with existing BPM solution. That's what his requirement is.
Yes, so that is something that we can work on together. Yes, that can be done. So let us, again, we would love to hear from you on, how that process would work. I mean, yes, we can integrate with the existing BPM solution. Maybe we can connect offline on this, Vishal.
So Vishal, I have dropped in the email ID that you can also mail, and additionally, we'll also get in touch with you after the webinar. Just a few other more questions which have been answered, but for everyone's benefit, I will just read them out again. The first question is, can your IDP be an on-premise solution, and can it operate independently or integrate with other RPA tools?
Okay, you want me to answer? It has been okay. So our IDP platform is a SaaS-based solution. It is not an on-prem simply because all of this intelligence that you need in document processing, we need to have, we need to leverage all these technologies, and hence we are not able to make it as an on-prem solution. An on-prem solution will have limited capability, and that's the whole purpose of having a GenAI solution, GenAI-enabled platform. However, it depends on the specific use case and the volumes. We can always look into that.
Okay. The next one. So these are just a few questions which have been answered, but for the benefit of all, I'm
Sure.
just asking them again. What are the accuracy levels in Emirates card?
We can achieve. We have already shown one ID with Emirates ID, right, Muskan?
Yes, with an Emirates card.
Emirates ID, we can achieve more than 90. We have shown 90%. I think 95, 98% we can achieve.
Okay. How about capturing images from the PDF? Like for check processing, we want to see if the check is signed or not, and taking the signature section in output file.
Yes, it is doable. We can identify whether a stamp is there or whether a signature is there or not. In that stamp, if somebody writes something, we can even extract that data. We can cut out or crop photos signature and give it as an output file. All that is doable.
Great. I think those are the questions that the audience has shared with us, and maybe Blessy and Zahid, you can continue if you have.
Sure. Thanks, Bessie. So we'll share the screen. Parimal, if you can share your screen, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on the set of document, what we had received multiple set of documents like the passport, the Aadhaar document, which is the Indian identity card. We have the PAN card over there as well. So we have received multiple set of documents within one set itself, and then basis that, if you see, this is specifically on the documents which were ingested, and basis the document we have classified into different buckets, and after classification we have set the ontology for each and every document type to be extracted. And one of the case which we are opening right now is the the specific passport and the other set of documents. So this is the Aadhaar card. So we are successfully able to extract the information from the Aadhaar card. And also apart from that, from the Aadhaar, if you want the information to be masked out, where the initial 8 specific number should be masked, we can do that as well. This set of document is the PAN card which we had shown to you, and now we are demo PAN card. And if you see on this specific PAN card, we have extracted the relevant information. So on the PAN card itself, the other set of information which comes in, usually the older versions of the PAN card, which was around 10 or 15 years back, it was only the year which has been mentioned. So if there are any specific different formats of the dates over there, we can extract that information. Now this is the passport information. If you see, the specific is we have the MRZA and other set of documents which are available over there, and we're able to successfully extract. Along with that, on that specific passport document, we have extracted the photo identity, the photo as well. And in fact, we can compare this photograph post extraction within the TrueCap+, and we can give the respective scores, how much it is matching, and then basis that the rules can be defined for further processing. Along with that, the one of the questions was the signature. So yes, the signature is also we are able to extract, and we can compare the signatures with the database which you have, and we can give you the signature scores, which you can use that for any of your downstream application to process the case, to reject the case, depending upon what kind of an severity of the scores you have defined, so that you can process the cases. Let me know if you have any questions. So, Jesse, you want to add something? You can pitch
No,
in.
that's all. I think as there's plenty of things we can show for an entire day, but I think we are just limited to a certain time. Please do get back to us on your specific use case. We'd be happy to discuss. Muskan, do you want to take over from here?
Yes, I have 2 poll questions to launch, wherein the audiences can drop in their thoughts. But before that, we have one more question. Can you please provide insights on security and governance handshake during implementation for data extraction and management between solution environment and client environment?
Zahid, you want to take that?
Yeah. So yeah, this question has come in. So specifically from the security side, we TrueCap+ is SOC 2 Type 2 compliant, and in fact, we from the security aspect, we are ISO 27001 certificate. We have RBAC 2-factor authentication. The data is encrypted in transit and rest as well, and we have the entire audit trail which is available. Along with that, we have LDAP, Okta, SSO, we have Veracode certification, we have VAPT as well. So it's an entire list of security which are there in place, depending upon the other sets of requirement. In fact, from the recent side, we are GDPR compliant and FedRAMP as well. So those are the 4 security aspects which are available within the platform.
Thanks, Zahid. I shall quickly launch the poll questions that we intend to showcase. Yeah. The first one is, has your organization implemented IDP, that is intelligent document processing? The options the audiences have: yes, we have implemented IDP, but not very happy with the accuracy and would like to explore GenAI. No, we have not yet implemented IDP, but have a plan. We are currently not exploring IDP or generative AI solutions. The results are up. Okay. The second poll question: do you or your customers have a challenge with Arabic documents? Yes or no?
I think time to get in touch with us.
I think now that we've completed the polls, is there anything else that Blessy and Zahid you would like to share with our audience?
I think from my side, the second poll is interesting. So do reach out to us on your Arabic documents. We would really love to look at it. We can run some samples and show you the output. You can decide and say how much it is read. It is something that we as Datamatics are also keen to, as part of our research labs, also to understand and see how much we can read all kind of multilingual documents. So we look forward to hearing from you.
Yeah, and just to add, in fact, from since most of you would like to, if you're looking for any switching off on the ITP product to TrueCap Plus, TrueCap can work isolated in terms of the other RPA products what you have. So specifically, you can leverage using TrueCap Plus and use your current RPA which you're currently engaged with. So that's an option which is available, and that was one of the questions from the audience as well. So. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Blessy and Zahid, for generously sharing your expert insights. As we conclude, I'd like to express our gratitude to all the participants attending this webinar. We hope you found this session informative and thought-provoking. If you seek further information, please don't hesitate to reach out to us via email at events@datamatics.com. Also, keep an eye for the session recording and presentation deck, which will be sent to you within the next day. We eagerly await your feedback in the survey form that will appear shortly. Until the next session, take care and see you soon. Thank you so much for joining. Goodbye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Bye.